Hey guys, we're here with another video from Roger Garage, and today we're doing the timing explanation about how to get 30 degrees of advanced timing, and also how I've deleted all the vacuum lines. So what I've done here is, if you look at these two that come to the distributor, it's still running vacuum advance on the distributor. They both come down along here and both come into separate hard lines into the factory vacuum supply on the intake manifold. And then what I've done is I've hard lined all the other lines that come off all these vacuum boosters and all that sort of stuff, and put them all into one hard line that meets all up into here and then goes straight back into the intake manifold. So pretty much the whole lot runs onto that one line. Well, it does, the whole thing. And then I've deleted the factory rail that usually runs on these bolts here, so that's full deleted. And then around the back here, this one here is just being unplugged with a bolt. Also the ones around the back there, that's down below the choke plug, has also been just plugged with a bolt. And then this one here I've also plugged with a bolt. There's one more line that goes around the back there that comes into the little piece that is just below there, and that is plugged in, but then these two here are also just blocked off with the factory little black block off tees that come on the rail. So what I've done is I've used a lot of the vacuum lines off the stock rail and a lot of the blocks, and then just blocked off any of the unnecessary ports, and then just kept the ones that are necessary for the carb to run. And then I've just ran this 3-inch mushroom pod filter.
Alright guys, so here's a video of the timing here. So as you can see, right there, that's the timing. See that little white mark with the little tip in the front piece of the harmonic balancer? That's where it's set. And if you have a look on where that's set to the actual little piece of paint there, the paint's 35 degrees of timing, and it's around about maybe, it's probably about 30 degrees at the moment, 28 at the moment, and that's running extremely well. It has a really high power band from about 4,000 RPM. You can feel it really kick in. The down low response is a lot more. The overall car sounds a lot better and drives a lot better. So I'll give it a bit of a rev here. And then we'll go out and have a look at the exhaust as well. So and as you can see, it shoots flames on idle. That's just with the Yamaha R1 motorbike tip on the end of it, and it just, yeah, stall the stock mid pipe and stock header there, stall all the stock headers. Spark plugs have just been gapped, new spark plugs, and completely cleaned all the fuel system out. And to be honest, the car's running really well. It's the same engine from the factory, and at the moment it's on 210,000 Ks. So yeah, it's running not too bad.
So this is a few other bits and pieces that I've done to the car. So far I've put a hub adapter, put a custom, I think it's a 270mm racing wheel on it, put a custom shifter, and I've also put EE92 seats out of a better generation, so they've got more of a like sort of bucket feel to them. The rear seats I did get, and I tried to fit them, but they couldn't fit in, so I've just kept the stock ones in because it doesn't matter. And then yeah, the only other mod that I'm running at the moment is just the Yamaha R1 tip, but the rest of the whole muffler is completely stock. It's just the tip that's changed, and we'll give it a wee bit of a rev out here, because why not? So this is it here. And as you can tell, it's pretty rowdy. That's just with a little bit of carb modification. I've just changed the air idle screw and done a bit of finicking with that, and then just the extra timing. As you can sort of hear, it's pretty rowdy. A lot of people, to achieve that same sort of bang, would try to do key banging. There's no key banging, as I'll show you. This is completely all just done by it has a little bit extra fuel put into it. And yeah. Alright guys, so this is it at second gear, this is at 3.5, and watch as I go into 4, that's hitting 4 right there, and then the power band just instantly kicks in. And as you can see, I just stay in the power band, and I can take the car right up to 7k RPM.
But there's a fucking car on my way.
Yeah, there's a car on our road, so obviously we can't go too much. We're just out on the public racetrack. So yeah, we're just out in sort of Mexico at the moment, just doing a bit of a run out there. So yeah, so it's all private roads if you're all concerned about that.
You see that posted? That doesn't mean shit.
That's 7k RPM right there, stock springs, stock head, stock everything. The motors will take pretty much up to 7k stock. You just got to make sure that you have the oil lubrication and actually decent premium oil that you're running in the car. If you run cheap oil, don't expect too much to happen. And yeah, this is pretty much the car running at its premium for a stock engine. This is the most amount of power I think that you'll end up sort of getting out of it stock. Okay guys, so I reckon what would really benefit this car is if I had a cam in it. This is a stock cam. These cams can only realistically go up to around about sort of 7,000 RPM safely. If you get a regrinded, my brother had a regrind cam which was a 266 generation, and he was able to get it up to 9,000 RPMs, no problem with all the stock springs, everything, and the car was still making power at 9,000 RPM. So the camshaft is really where you're going to get a lot of sort of overall benefit in drivability of the car, and also in top end sort of power.